Now, another thing is, I don't say nothing about COVID 19 at all, but that's all you're talking about. You're not talking about any other deaths associated with normal deaths, but COVID 19. No. People aren't dying of other things like just plain heart attacks or just plain wrecks or, things like that. I mean, I'm not saying don't mention it at all, but most people know it's been over 2 weeks for them. And that's only how long the virus lasts if you don't treat it, right? Well, you brought this out almost a month or so ago, right? And it's all you talk about. Now, yes, we know certain people in certain regions, especially California and New York, where there's more personal contact with people, that's your problem, right? Areas too, right? You're a little more sociable, I guess, and if that's the problem. But they need to stay more at home. People in Georgia or South Carolina, unless you have someone coming from those areas that are actually infected, how are people in different counties who never even left the state getting COVID 19 and dying? Only way it is if it's transmitted differently, right? I'm gonna say muted, but muted differently, right? Two. Listen to this. One death in Bullock County. One Effingham County. Who in Effingham has been to freaking New York? I'm in Chatham, by the way. There's been like 14 here. Who in Chatham County? There are 184 cases in Beaufort County with 5 deaths. Who in Beaufort County went to New York or 11 cases in Hampton County has 5? Mm. This is on the WGC little ticker thing, right, this morning. But who's been to New York in Georgia? I don't know. That's the only way you can get the virus here. And it's isolated counties too, right? Has everybody been to New York recently? No. Well, if you haven't, how did they get COVID 19 in a fucking nursing home or something? Did some family member travel to New York? See, these are questions you need to ask to figure out how the virus is spreading to parts of Georgia that don't even have association with New York or China or cruise ships or California. I know. See, if people in isolated counties are getting it, who are they getting it from? Their dog, their pet? What? Or do you not care like the idiots on YouTube say you don't? Well, someone needs to start caring and looking into this shit, especially in Georgia where people don't normally go out to New York and are suddenly coming up with coronavirus, right? How is the virus spreading to all these different counties, right? And it's only a few cases at that, right? Are there relatives coming in from New York? That's a possibility, right? But if not, how are they getting it in nursing homes? You don't think these questions need to be answered, Brian Kemp? Or do you not care like they say you don't care on YouTube? Evil triumphs when good people do nothing and pretend all this can't be explained either. It can be. You're just not looking in the right directions to figure out what's really going on. And you don't want to deal with it if it's something else that gave them the COVID 19 either. Like food, like someone handling the food who's been in New York. You got to find out first how it's being transmuted to these people or transmitted to these people who are in different counties, right? Which isn't, associated with New York at all. Unless someone went to New York, right? Right. Or was on a cruise ship and got back and infected someone. That's how you spread the disease, right? And touched their stuff, and the stuff they touched and it got in their eye or mouth or nose, right? Now, I don't have it at all. My temperature is still 98.2. to 98.8. Mm-hmm. It's been over a month. So it's been over the month. And I keep going to the hospital and I keep being fine. Temperature wise, no real sniffles. Still do whistle. Well, until Justin taught me how to do the armature, the thing. Yeah. I can only do it with Cold Mariah, Carrie, Minnie Riperton, Maya Rudolph, and not anymore. Not anymore. I learned how to really do it with Justin's help. Now, again, unless Justin's faking it and I really learned how to do it, I don't know all that detail. I'm not with New York Vocal Academy, which is where Justin says he's located with and at, right? And I don't know nothing more about it, but that I learned how to really do it, even if he didn't. I don't know the details, right? Same with Adam Lopez, right? Now, I did my video right before Adam Lopez came out with his, too, right? Mm-hmm. Don't you find that fishy? Don't you find that fishy? And he did it through Guinness Book of World Records, where it's more about the money than if you can really do it or not. So you gotta pay to get into the fucking book anyway. I know that. That makes some people wonder if it's fake too, because you gotta pay to get into it. Usually, if you gotta pay to do something, it's a scam. Too. Mm-hmm. And you can get your friends to agree you did something, even if you didn't. You just pay to get in there, right? See, that's called quackery, or trying to trick someone there. And like I said, when some dumbasses stop at the road and you're coming up behind them and you see they stop and you stop yourself, that's what we're all supposed to do in traffic, period. No matter where they're stopped at, too, right? But if you stop in time and the person behind you don't, it's their fault still. It don't matter in a rear-end collision. If you get hit by someone from behind, it's the person from behind's fault, period. And I didn't hit the guy in front of me. See, there's no front-end damage to my vehicle, and I can show you that right the fuck now if I was in my underwear. But I'll do it later. There's no front-end damage on my vehicle. And even if I stop suddenly for some unknown reason, which I don't play that shit either, and on people either, I don't know what the hell was even going on with the damn truck stop. But I saw it and stopped in time myself. He stopped too early, which means I had time to stop myself before I could hit him. I don't know if that's a setup or not. It's just fishy because of where he, again, stopped, where traffic normally isn't stopped like that. Mm-hmm. But if I still saw him in time, because he had a taller truck, he might have saw me more in his rear view mirror, but you know what they say about that. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. There you go. Right? They tell you that too. There they do. Dumbass in the blue truck in front of me. You forget that? Oh, you forgot that. Bye.